Hey, what's going on everyone? Vasco here and welcome to the channel. So today we are here to preview the Portuguese Grand Prix, a very special one for me, so let's do this. So this weekend we will have the Portuguese Grand Prix, and as you may know, I'm Portuguese, so this is a very special occasion for me having a home Grand Prix, because there was the Grand Prix last year, which actually I attended. It was my first race and it was amazing, but then it was all the way back in 1996, the last one in Estoril, and it's amazing to have one in Portimão because I think that's an amazing track, and it's actually a track that holds a very special place in my heart, not only because it was the first racetrack that I actually attended the Formula 1 Grand Prix, but I had an internship where I actually attended the car shakedown there, so it's a track filled with memories for me. And also I think it's a great track all the way because I think it's a great technical circuit and I love the roller coaster aspect. So here we call it the Portuguese roller coaster because it's very up and down, and I love that because it creates a lot of blind corners and it creates a lot of overtaking opportunities, and I just love it. So in a little bit of news, if you didn't know, they had second DRS zone, so there was one on the main straight already last year, but they added one in the back straight, the smaller back straight, which I think it will improve racing a lot because it leads into an hairpin. So DRS before an hairpin, it's one of the best combinations you could have, so let's see how it pans out. Today we are here for a little bit of a preview of the Grand Prix. So the Portimão circuit has 15 corners and the lap record is by Lewis Hamilton, so it's a 1 minute 18.75, and I think we may see that record broken because of the DRS zone, even though the cars are slower. And let me get my predictions out of the way. So I predict Lewis Hamilton will win this race because he went really well here, and I think that the circuit with the fast corners and the long straight really suits the Mercedes more than the Red Bull, but let's see. So I predict Max Verstappen will take that second place slot, so not a big difference there. And really with my predictions this year, I haven't felt confident in predicting like Hamilton Verstappen. I know they will be in the top two, but I'm not confident in which way around they will be. And in third place, and this is due to the memories that I had from last year attending the race, I think that Charles Leclerc will be on the podium, and let me explain why. So last year Ferrari had a dog of a car, and still Charles managed to qualify P4. And even in the race, he managed to hold that P4 all the way to the checkered flag, so he really liked this track, and even in a difficult car, he managed to pull it off and beat a lot of drivers with faster cars like the McLarens and Alex Albon. So I think that this year with a faster Ferrari, he will really be able to pull off something special. Let's see some talking points for the race. So firstly, let me talk to you about the circuit. So it's an amazing circuit. I had an amazing time, and even though I wasn't in the best corner, so I was in the second to last corner and the last corner, so I got to see the cars accelerating to the straight and disappearing in one of the ups and downs of the track, which was amazing. I had a smile the whole time, and I think that if you have an opportunity to attend the Formula 1 Grand Prix, it really doesn't matter which one, it really doesn't matter which corner you're in, take it. It's amazing. Seeing those cars, the bright colors, the sounds, it's amazing on in real life. There's 1 point between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Each one of them has won a race, and the fastest lap point, which it really needs to be taken into consideration because with 23 races, it's almost a race win worth of points for the fastest lap point. But there's 1 point between them, and I think that we have a really good chance of leaving this weekend with Max Verstappen leading the championship, something that has never happened before. And I think that the competition that we are having this year with the great races and a set of great tracks, and then again with the addition of the second DRS zone, we may be able to see drivers fight a bit more, because last year a lot of the overtakes were made under DRS and the driver had to wait another lap. Thankfully it's not that hard to follow around Portimão, that they had to wait another lap for another opportunity. So thankfully this year they will have the back straight, which is just 1 or 2 corners after the front straight, the main straight, so they will have an opportunity to fight back, which should really improve the racing. And for my pick for the top of the midfield, even though I said that Charles Leclerc will be on the podium. I think that McLaren will top the midfield because Lando Norris is really on a great form, and I think that McLaren is doing an amazing job this year, and I think that overall they will score more points than Ferrari even if Charles gets on the podium. And I think that McLaren-Mercedes partnership with Lando Norris really feeling at home and leading a team, and Daniel Ricciardo picking up what he can from behind Lando, it's really a great combination. And I think that McLaren, even though they were at a disadvantage because they couldn't use their tokens because they had to switch the engines, I think that they are pulling off a great advantage, and they are turning what should be a downer year for them in a year where they have a podium finishing car, which is amazing. Now, for a little bit of personal bias with Portimao. So, this is a track that the drivers like, that the fans like, and it's in a country with a very rich motorsport history. And I think that this is one of the tracks that should really stay on the calendar. And I think that it's a shame though that we lose Portimao next year or the year after because another street race pays more, because I think that this is a circuit that really touches the drivers, where the fans really love it. And this year, even though they don't allow any fans, I know that a lot of people wanted to go, and I think that there will be a lot of fans at the walls of the circuit and in the mountains trying to see the race. So I think that the Portuguese people are really passionate about motorsport, and we can use a race, we can enjoy it, and I think that this is one of the better tracks around the world. And of course, I have a lot of bias. As I said, this was the first track that I attended a car shakedown being a part of a team, and this was also the first track that I attended the Grand Prix, which was amazing. So I have a lot of bias, but I think that this track should stay on the calendar. So this has been it for my preview of the 2021 Portuguese Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot, and let me know what you think about my predictions and leave yours in the comments down below. So this has been it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!